A year ago, I made this video about emotional abuse and objectification. I'll tag it in the description so you can watch it. It's really good. But rewatching it now, I can see that there's still so much that I didn't understand. In the beginning, she says, "You didn't come to me to love me. You came to me to take from me." And trust me, there was a time where I felt like this, but the irony of that statement is huge. Because if you're keeping track of what you're getting from somebody, then in your own way, you are objectifying them. You're seeing them as a source, as an object to fill your emotional cup. In both my marriage and my abusive relationship, I was clinging to how they made me feel at the beginning of the relationship. The honeymoon phase, the love bombing, how all of that made me feel, how they showed me love. And I realized now that that was not love, that was tracking. That's a form of objectification. Whether we call it emotional dependence or a desire for reciprocity or the illusion of intimacy, it's all the same frequency. I need you to be a certain way so that I can feel a certain way. And this isn't about men or women. This is about the framework we have been taught to love through. It's cultural, it's collective. Even in the spaces that are about healing, about relationships and emotional intelligence, I see so many people still operating within this transactional lens. Reciprocity, emotional intimacy, co-regulation, even vulnerability. They're all being measured and tracked and expected. And if it doesn't land quite right, we feel unloved or rejected or disappointed. Based on this framework, most people are unknowingly outsourcing their experience of love. They either hope or they demand that somebody else fills what they feel is missing. And in doing so, they keep themselves small, and love is conditional. I've learned that there's another way, there's another framework. When I truly learned to self-source my experience of love, none of that tracking exists because I'm already full. I don't need to ask for somebody to give me intimacy or validation. I generate it myself through my openness, through my vulnerability, through my presence. I express love as a state of being, not a transaction. And this is where, from my current perspective, our relationships change. Because the people in my life either rise to match the energy that I'm bringing because they have the capacity to meet me there, or they fall away. And both outcomes are okay because I'm already whole. I'm not clinging to anyone being a certain way. I'm not dependent on people performing love to satisfy my emotional needs. I just simply love. The depth I am speaking about is subtle, but it is seismic. Because the work isn't about stopping objectification. That's the surface. It's not about fixing relationships or teaching reciprocity or holding someone accountable for how they make you feel. Real evolution is shifting your framework entirely. The question stops being, are they giving me enough? And the question becomes, am I fully sourcing my love from myself? Because it's my experience that when I do, everything else, connection, the intimacy, the presence, it emerges naturally. Love is no longer a transaction. It's a resonance. It's a state of being. When you can feel that, everything in relationships, every expectation, every disappointment, every need, it either transforms or it falls away. And that's when you realize that was the whole point all along.